it is horror. It is a horror channel, and this is fucking petrifying. Hi guys. I just finished watching Borderlands, aka Final Prayer 2013. This month has been super rough, guys, on me and my skin, and I've been, reapplying makeup at night if I need to do a review, so I was pampering myself, and I thought, why the fuck not stay in a mask, in my sheet mask, because it is horror. It is a horror channel, and this is fucking petrifying. Anyway, I did finish watching Final Prayer, and I have to admit to you guys, I've seen this film before. I thought it just seemed really familiar. It just kind of reminded me of a lot of different films, and so I thought maybe I have seen something similar, but Dean was watching before and he was like, no, you've definitely seen this film, I watched it with you. Can you guys take me seriously at all? So for me, it's kind of weird. I don't think I ever reviewed this film, so it's not a problem. And this happens to me all the time, to be very honest with you guys, and I'm sure it happens to you guys a lot. You're watching a movie, then you realize you've already seen it. I watch so many movies, it happens all the time. So it's not a big deal. The film itself is about a pair of, well, I guess there's three of them, of Vatican investigators investigating the paranormal or religious miracles, and they're just going to different churches, and they end up going to this church in the UK and trying to figure out if they have experienced a miracle there or if it's all fake, which kind of reminds me of The Last Exorcism in a way. I love that movie, so total fan of that movie. But this one, it was a little bit slow. There were some really disturbing parts. I do want to mention there is an animal part that you animal lovers will not like. Very disturbing. Definitely got me there. And I do think that the more disturbing parts are in the small conversations they have between the people instead of the kind of jump scares, which the jump scares are quite intense just because they're very loud. I wouldn't say they're completely scary. They're just very, very loud. So I prefer the kind of conversations and the pieces that they kind of give in that gives you a glimpse into the character's history, and I think that that is the more scary part of the film, the idea of it. Religious stuff, I love this. I love religious horror movies. I don't know why. I'm just like obsessed with them. So in that respect, I did like it, but it doesn't really go too far into it, to be honest, even though it's like in a church, and it doesn't really provide all the answers. It has a very open ending, and you're kind of left to put them all together from conversations they've had, which I think it's a good movie because it's quite smart in that respect. But I also feel like this is just a movie where they're like, hey, let's make, for a found footage film, did I mention it was found footage? I'm so sorry if I didn't. Let's make these guys go to a place. Somehow we can make it so they're recording, and the reason they actually do the point of view is because they're all having a camera, because apparently like their boss says that they have to record themselves, which is so stupid. Such a cheaty way to get them to record the whole situation. And let's just make it a church, and they're not sure if it's real or fake. And it just seems such a basic idea, and I know I'm all about the simple storyline, but I wanted it to go a little bit farther, because once that's established, there's not really much left to do. There's no like big, resolve ending or anything like that. But it was interesting in saying that. It wasn't shot beautifully. I do love the location, but the characters didn't come full circle. The story didn't really come full circle. It was just kind of like a nice idea played out. So for that, I'm going to give it a 6. I thought it was a good, I love the subject matter. I'm so sorry. I love the subject matter, so that's probably why I'm going to give it a 6 over a 5. But I don't think it's the most thrilling, groundbreaking horror I've ever seen. No way, no how. Yesterday, if you caught it, sorry, I'm trying to talk. Yesterday, if you caught it, I did watch Death Becomes Her with my Patreons live, so if you guys want to go and watch that, I'm playing the 1 hour 38 version of the film, if you have that, you can go and press play at the exact same time as us and watch along, and that will be quite fun. If not, feel free to skip forward. I have a time code in the description. I think it's 1 hour and 50 minutes, and you can just get our review. And that was something really fun I did, and I think it wasn't the right time for a lot of you guys, but it's definitely something you can go back and check out whenever you're free. Thank you guys once again for being here. I'm sorry this is a little bit of a weird one. I thought it might be fun to do something a little bit different and to not just put makeup on my face, because my face is just not liking it. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna finish this and drink my wine, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another 31 Days of Horror. Bye.